guys, you're in a nutshell with me, Ina. Alam niyo, when I moved to Canada, ang dami mga nagsasabi sa akin, ha, iiwan po yung Pilipinas, ang ganda ng trabaho ko doon. Established na daw ang career ko doon, so ba't ko daw paiiwan yon? Ay nako, itong ating kwentuhan for this episode. Nako, hamak naman na mas established pa ang career sa akin dahil sakto, siya rin po ay kasamahan ko sa media back in the Philippines. She is also a TV journalist and still on in broadcast dito sa Canada. Marami rin yatang curious bakit din niya iniwan ang kanyang successful career back in the Philippines. Nako, she's way ahead of me in terms of, being a reporter. So, ipapasok ko na po siya. Siya po ay si Cherie Mercado. Hi, Cherie!
Hi, Ina! Hello!
Ayan. I'm so happy at finally, nagkaroon na tayo ng oras to...
Oo nga, grabe pala ang oras dito sa Canada. Parang sobrang... ang dami mong ginagawa. Talagang ang buhay mo ay laging puno. I've been wanting to get back to you like for a few weeks now. But like, yeah, you know how busy life can be.
Yeah, I understand.
Especially if you're a mother and then you're working, yeah.
Oo nga, alam nyo, Cherie and I have known that, both of us, nandito na kami. At pareha din kaming nasa Toronto area. Pero talagang hindi pa kami nagkikita to, have coffee and catch up. Ito talaga ang first time naming makapag-usap and basically update each other about what we're doing here. Lalo na si Cherie. Ako, I'm so curious. Nakakuha lang ako ng konting info before we started recording this. Sige, umpisan na lang muna natin, Cherie. Oh my gosh, why did you leave the Philippines? Many were surprised na napunta ka ng Canada.
Oh, actually, hindi naman, parang for me, it's really about, life has always been an adventure. Parang it's not something na I'll stay here because established ka na. Parang that has never really entered my mind. That's one of the reasons to stay. One influential person in my life before, producer din siya sa ABS-CBN. Lagi niya akong itinatanggal sa comfort zone ko na dati hate ko siya for doing that. But then after she did that to me, I think I got used to like, what's the next challenge? Ito, nanghingi ng challenge. Ito na nga. Pero my family has been in Toronto since late 80s pa.
Oh, okay.
So bumibisi-bisita kami dito. Lalo na nung nagkaanak na ako because I wanted them to meet their grandparents. I wanted them to meet my sisters, which are their aunts. Tapos, sunod-sunod Tapos pumasok na sa thought ko, dati sinusponsor ako ng parents ko when I was younger. Pero ayoko. Dad ko naman nasa Philippines most of the time. Parang, kasi lawyer siya doon. Hindi siya lawyer dito sa Canada. Kaya gusto niya sa Pilipinas. So yung excuse ko was to stay with my dad. Kasi nasa Philippines siya. But I really loved the life back then in the Philippines. Pero syempre pag may anak ka na, iba na yung priorities mo, diba? Iba na yung sila na para sa kanila. Which is really the reason why I went here.
Yeah.
Para sa kanila talaga. Tapos my eldest daughter kasi, I wanted to get her into an art school.
Okay.
Yung pamangkin ko na anak ng sister ko dito nag-aaral. She went to this high school for the arts. No, it's a specialized art school na public school siya. So it's basically free. So I wanted to get her into that art school dahil strong artist talaga yung both my daughters are strong artists. The first one really craves for it. Yung iba yung temperament niya pag hindi siya nakaka-art. Alam mo naman yung eskwela sa Pilipinas very STEM focused, very math and science. Yung art, lagi siyang nagsasabi. Nagtatanong siya since she was a kid, bakit once a week lang ang art? Bakit 1 hour lang? So ang ginagawa namin doon all her life, laging after school or weekends, kailangan meron siyang art classes outside, which is extra expense, di ba? Extra time na pagod na siya sa school. So, nainggit ako dun sa pamangkin niya dito who goes to a specialized art school. Na funded
Wala sa Philippines na ganun? Parang like an art school?
Sa Wala, if you think about it, it's sa college meron. Parang sa Philippine Science, Philippine School for the Arts, meron tayong ganun eh,
Okay.
sa may Makiling. Pero yun lang, there's like a handful of people who can go there and you have to stay there. Parang dapat dun ka
Oh.
yata magsistay. So those are one of the things we considered. That was the goal and I got her into that. And when she got accepted, I felt like I had to go with her also.
Oh, I see. Okay, pero again, Cherie, how long ka na nasa broadcast media when you left?
I started 1995 sa GMA
95.
7. Almost a year lang ako sa GMA. I moved to ABS-CBN. I stayed there for 9 years. And then TV5, more than 10 years, a little more than 10 years. And then CNN, kung saan na tayo
Yeah.
nagkilala,
Oh.
nagkasabay.
About 20 years na rin, ah.
Yeah, 24, 25.
20, yeah.
Before
Oo.
I moved here.
Imagine, hindi ka nang hinayang. Was that at all a factor? Did it ever maybe keep you from pursuing Canada?
Parang hindi naman. Kasi at that time, I was already ready also to move on. I loved like what we did.
Yeah, oo
in
naman. Ako
school.
din. Oh.
And I'm lucky, I still get to do that here. Not exactly news, but still giving relevant information. Ano nga ako eh, nag-gobyerno nga ako for a while kasi parang
Yes. Oh.
feeling ko 20 years in the news, ready na rin ako to pivot into something na parang also anong mas tangible na changes na pwede mong gawin. So I tried government for a year, which was for 2 years, which was very enlightening, close to 3 years. Super enlightening na parang, there are more questions that we should be asking pala from government. No, maraming mga realizations being in government. So that was good also. But kumaga ready na rin ako to pivot into something new.
I see.
Hindi naman ako nang hinayang. Pero naano ko siya, parang happy ako na nagawa ko yun. Kasi at this time, I'm on to something different. At least I still have that in my toolbox. Diba?
Oh, for those curious, yung stint ni Cherie in government, she was a spokesperson of the Department of Transportation. Imagine, di ba? Also, transportation. It was a high-profile job in a way, di ba? Oh.
Yeah, medyo the more rewarding part of it is parang spokesperson kasi ako, but also an asset for the projects.
Oh, okay.
So hindi ko nga masyado nagampanan yung pagiging spokesperson ko noon kasi ang daming projects na wow, ganito pala yung pwede mo talagang magawan ng something.
Yeah. Okay, those who might be asking, how did you come here? Yes, her parents and yung mga family ni Cherie are here. Pero siya po ay dumating na as an international student. So, nag-aral siya. And interestingly, dito ko lang nalaman kanina, unlike many international students with families, with spouses, si Cherie, pumunta lang siya dito mag-isa niya. Wala pa po yung kanyang asawa dito.
Kasi nga, we both had good jobs. We both had established careers. And may point naman siya na parang pinaghirapan din niya yung to get to where he is in the position in the company and in the industry that he likes, which is finance. Parang why shake up something, no? When it's not broke, why fix it?
Yeah.
So yun yung kanyang pinaka iniisip doon. Ako naman, looking in the future, feeling ko, especially for my eldest daughter at that time, I felt like she needed a different environment. She wasn't really growing in the school environment in the Philippines.
Okay.
And true enough, dito, nag-blossom siya talaga. She's one of the funniest, smartest, wisest person that I know. And I learn every day from my children. And nakita ko dito na nurture eh. Meron talagang yung ibang way of, I guess it's more diverse kasi, more accepting of ideas that don't conform with the mold. Yun lang naman yun eh. Pag magde-decision ka, halimbawang kung mamamatay ako, like later on in the future, if I die and I don't get to do this, will I regret it? And the
Yeah.
answer was yes. It's not just me, because I also tried to set it aside. Pero something was nagging me, you know, whether you call it instinct, whether you call it your conscience or whatever higher divine force that's just telling you to pursue it. So I just had to
Grabe.
really follow it.
Okay, as you mentioned earlier, you've seen how your daughter has flourished, basically thriving here in Canada. Ikaw, how are you naman? Si Cherie, for those who might not be aware, she has a program online for Filipino TV. I-watch nyo rin po yun. I think you guys are also on YouTube, no? And of course,
Yeah, we're also on cable.
okay.
Marami yung nagtatanong, wala na kasi akong cable. But yeah, we're on cable on subscription. I think
Oh.
we're part of the Filipino bundle. If nagustuhan ko kasi
Okay
dito.
ba? How are you
Yeah,
doing
it's
here?
it's okay. It's kakaiba yung ano niya eh, yung model niya. It's unlike any of the stations that I've worked with or we're familiar with when we say a broadcast company, because of the vision of the station. So it's not
Yeah.
ratings based. It's not. It's really the kind of content. Actually, minsan mababagalan ka nga na parang, oh, hindi tayo ang konti lang ng views natin compared to, you know, other channels or something like that. But like, as long as these are, as long as these are organic followers who like really believe in what you
Yeah.
do, so you know, we're kind of patient when it comes to those things. Plus,
Yeah.
also, it's honing the skill within the team. Na minsan nga parang while we're training editors, for example, okay lang na hindi ganun kagaling yung mga editing nila, lalabas pa rin. For me, because of my training, my background, hindi lalabas yan pag medyo substandard ang editing.
Yeah.
Pero ang prinsipyo ng kumpanya, no, we're learning. So when we
Ay.
learn, we make mistakes, lalabas yan. Kumbaga, it's not for the viewers, it's not for views, it's for enrichment of the team and the kind of content that we produce. So,
I see.
hindi
Oh,
ganun kadami yung followers, hindi ganun kadaming may alam ng Filipino TV, even among Filipinos within Canada. But I believe in what we do, and I really hope that it flourishes.
I see.
I super wanna lend them everything that I know.
Ano ang routine mo? Sa Philippines, syempre, being sa mundo natin, very busy na rin ang schedule natin dun, di ba? We hardly have
Oo.
time. I hardly had time for, you know, friends.
Oo.
Dito, sabi mo kanina before we recorded, ano, na iba rin. Sobrang busy pa din ng schedule
Oo.
mo dito.
Akala mo busy ka sa Pilipinas, grabe pala dito. Kasi, syempre, lahat ikaw mag-aasikaso. Now, I guess now because also I'm a single mom here,
Yeah,
when
okay.
my husband gets here. So my two kids are with me. I work, paano bang schedule ko? I go to the I bring my daughter every day to school. So yung younger daughter ko, after I bring her, I go to the office, and then yon, trabaho na. Tapos, I try to pick her up most days. I pick her up most days, unless talagang may something in the office na hindi hindi maiiwan. Tapos, I continue my work at home. And then, the usual, the chores, it's such a
Yeah,
very
exactly. Yun ang
boring, but
mahirap.
like, ang daming ginagawa.
How are you liking it in Canada? Was it all worth it? You know, you deciding leaving your husband for the meantime and then moving here. What's the best thing you like about Canada?
Yung mga inisip ko naman, kasi it's not as if nga that I haven't been here. I've been visiting quite a lot. And I've seen, you know, my family live here. So, the things that I expected to be good are good naman. One of the reasons pala, main reasons also, main benefits of moving here is my asthma The asthma, yung family ko were all asthmatics. Dito
Oh,
wala.
really?
Oo.
Nawala?
Once in a while, but like few and far between, and it's not as intense. It's not as severe.
Wow! Okay.
Pag nagkakaroon ako ng attacks. But like, mas madalas sa Pilipinas talaga. And just the fact that, that you can breathe properly, normally.
Correct, I agree.
So the air quality, definitely. The traffic, we all know that. I'm thankful every day. My drive to the office is so beautiful. I don't know kung mababaw lang talaga kaligayahan ko. Pero yung just passing through the DVP until from the south to the north, it's such a beautiful sight, those little things. Parks, I just love.
I love the parks here
Yeah,
too.
diba, when you have a toddler like you, when you have kids, that's one of my dreams and frustrations in the Philippines. I just want a decent park to go to. Here
Oo
you're
nga.
surrounded by that. There's so many places where you can just hike, where you can bike. My older daughter can go to school commuting, and of course every now and then I'm still scared and concerned as any parent would be, but mas malaki yung chance na safe siya.
Safe.
Oo.
Bago po natin ipagpatuloy ang episode na yan, just a quick commercial. Gusto ko lang po pasalamatan ang lahat ng nanood at sumuporta ng Spot Pinoy. Yan po ang aming collab channel dito sa YouTube. Kasama ka po dyan, sina Mark Carino ng Carino Family, tsaka si Dre Rice Velasquez. Naku, sana po panoorin nyo. Check out the channel, Spot Pinoy. Ang saya po doon. Ang dami po namin kukwentuhan doon. Saya lang. Mag-subscribe na rin kayo. Okay, back to episode. Eto, since we're both, we reported on, government back home, mga system of government back home. Ano yung observations mo, yung biggest differences pagdating sa gobyerno in the Philippines and in Canada? If there are any that you want to.
Yeah. When you talk to people here, they do complain.
May complaints, may complaints din ng mga tao dito.
Marami silang complaints, maraming of course, coming from another place. Meron ka rin may appreciate sa Pilipinas, pero largely the system works, no? Largely, and in terms of like in general, things work, and the corruption is less.
Yeah.
Much less.
I mean, likely there is some sort of corruption. Parang sobrang perfect naman ng isang place kung wala. Diba?
Meron. Oo, meron din. But it's not systemic.
Yeah.
It's, ang hirap na kasi gumalaw sa gobyerno sa Pilipinas. When I got a peek into it, parang meron na it's institutional na. Parang meron na siyang, systemic na eh. Kaya ang hirap na. Dito, it's more the exception than the rule. Meron talaga, pero hindi siya naka-entrench sa system. There are things that changed in Canada that was better before. Like the healthcare system, for example, it's not that great anymore because of the lack of manpower, the lack of doctors, lack of nurses. Na parang pag nagkasakit ka, ang tagal na ng waiting time, no? Unless malala ka, those are the ones, life and death situation, those are the ones that are being prioritized talaga. So,
but the thing is, kapag iniisip ko rin yan, no matter, yes, things are worse, they say in Canada now, specifically, halimbawa dyan sa sector ng healthcare. Pero comparing it to the Philippines still, doon mo makikita how far behind pa rin ng Philippines when it comes to that. Because, I still choose this type of healthcare system in Canada despite its, worsening situation than what we have back in the Philippines. But anyway, sana makahabol, diba?
That's true. It doesn't mean that when you're outside the Philippines, you're less nationalistic, di ba? Minsan
correct. Oo naman.
Mas pa nga eh. Mas nationalistic ka pa pag lumalayo ka kasi nakikita mo yung pwede mo pang i-contribute later on. Makikita mo yung, sana ganito, sana ganito.
Si Cherie is working on her permanent residency. Tama, is that right?
I'm not yet PR here. I'm on work permit.
Yeah, so
pwede
hopefully
kang
she
bumalik.
will get it soon. At mukhang hindi ka naman na, do you still plan to move back to the Philippines permanently again, live there again, or ano nang nakikita mo
Why
sa
not?
future?
Ewan ko, parang for now dito muna talaga because my kids are still kaka-establish lang nila dito sa kanilang schools, no, both of them. My eldest just got into the OCAD, no, an art university. Freshman lang siya, so she still has 3 more years to go. So mukhang dito muna. I'm not sure if I'll retire here. I'm not sure if siguro I can say in the next 2 years.
Yeah.
Or after that, then we'll see.
Okay. O sige, we'll end it at that. I'm sure marami po sa inyong nabitin, pero ganun talaga. If you want to see more of Cherie, you can follow Filipino TV's account sa social media, tsaka yung mga Filipino package yan sa cable na nabanggit ni Cherie kanina.
I'm glad you're still doing this, Ina.
Oo nga, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being a part of this channel. Thank you. And sana makapagkita tayo in person.
Oo. Coffee ko.
Malapit lang tayo. Oo. Okay, so that's it. That's it for this episode, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!
Bye!